PSA from the Don't Make This Weird podcast. According to Nielsen's data, beverage alcohol retail off premise sales across the board have been soaring. Total U.S. beverage alcohol retail sales in weeks ending in March 14th, 2020, over the same period in 2019. Wine was up 27.6%, spirits up 26.4%, beer, flavored malt beverages, and hard cider up 14%. Hey, you crazy fuckers! Welcome to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony, and we have Heather around here somewhere. Heather, where'd you go?
I'm here. I'm here.
Hi.
I was on my phone putting the link up so people come jump in and hang out with us tonight.
I'm getting a weird
So
echo from somewhere.
somewhere. I don't know. Is it Twitch?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's what I'm
So
trying to
hello
figure out.
everybody joining us, hanging out, coming on in. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me well. Tonight I am coming live from the same studio but with different equipment, thankfully. So that's awesome.
I think
Hope you
that
guys
fixed
are
it.
all doing well. What?
I think that fixed it.
Okay, good. Good. So we got people joining us. Glad they're hopping in. Hopefully they will say hello to us. Like I mentioned, we're gonna do some shout outs and some really cool stuff, and I'm happy to be here. How about you, Tony?
Well, tonight's episode is brought to you by wine for those who are raging alcoholics during the 2020 Arona.
Well, with that being said, I can understand why you'd want to drink a whole bottle of wine while homeschooling and
Cheers.
staying at home. So it's a good sponsor if that's what that is. Or
That's
PSA,
right.
whatever it is. So
I am abusing
glad-
responsibly in the studio where it's not a safe space.
You're not safe. Yeah, let's talk about that. Not safe.
Right. What is Adam
We had
doing
this-
to you? Is it the makeup thing again?
No, but I did order a kit that I'm gonna let him go wild on and try the makeup challenge with. So we're just waiting for that to come in. So that should be interesting. No, today I was trying to get out. I call it a fashion snuggie.
You're
It's like
doing.
a poncho sweater.
All right,
kind
so
of deal.
I'm bringing up your full screen here so everybody can see what
Oh,
you're
not
doing.
this isn't the one.
No. So they can see what it is you're describing here.
So we were getting ready to go for a ride. Yay. It's exciting when you get to do that these days. And I went into the closet to pull out said fashion snuggie, which is pretty much like wearing a blanket, but just fashionably, which is I'm cool with. And I'm yanking on the one side, and the hanger came up and got me right in here. So yeah, I am safe at home, apparently not from hangers, and it wasn't a wire one, just so everybody knows. I had these sunglasses ready. I was gonna put them on and try to cover that, but no.
So let me get
No,
this
I'm
straight.
all good. All good.
You're not trying to have an abortion. You're just trying to give yourself a black eye. So we're good to go on that.
Apparently so. Yeah, no need for the other words. No, just fashion is paying people. That's all I got.
You got to pull yourself together.
You got to pull yourself together, man.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we suck again.
Yeah, well, here we are.
So after you beat yourself up with a hanger, how has the rest of your week been?
Very eventful, actually. I've gotten out more than once this week. I know it's not funny, but it's kind of funny to me because we've been, staying home, being and doing the whole thing, being safe, all that good stuff. But we decided that we were going to go over to Evergreen so that we could go for a walk and he could see the fishing over there and get out of the house. And it was beautiful. There were people there, but everybody was separated, and we kind of went down further. And it was very cool that we were able to go and go fishing. I felt bad for him because he hooked into a really big pike and it busted his fishing rod. Luckily, true fisherman, he carries more than one. so he was good with that. But we went there and walked, and he did fishing. He did end up catching a really nice bass after that, which was really cool, smallmouth. And so we got to go and enjoy that. Like it was 70, I think, that day. It was just gorgeous out. So we enjoyed
Oh,
that. And
gorgeous
then
day.
we've been trying to find different places to get out and go walking where we're not around with a bunch of people, still getting our exercise and everything in because that's important still. And we were doing that, and then before we headed over there, we stopped up to Can Rock to get some free air put into the tire in the back 'cause it was low, and wires were showing, so we got those done the next day. So, and I
Wait.
discovered,
Hold on. You were driving around on a tire with wires showing?
well, we asked him first before because the tires weren't all in, so we asked him first before we took off, and he said it was okay. They weren't that, it wasn't to that bad, but they would be if we continued on it. So we ended up going over and doing the whole thing, but we set up to where we could get the tires done, and it ended up being 2 days after because they had to get another tire in for the full set. So I've discovered though that I don't get out that much these days because when we were sitting in waiting for our tires to be done, I'm looking down and there was ants on the floor, and I was legitly cheering them on when they were carrying stuff that was bigger than them. Yeah. Yep. That
What?
happened,
So you
and they all had like, and Adam's over there going, "What's that one got?" I said, "Oh, he's got lettuce. This one's got a chip." So all of a sudden, the ant was called Chip Guy and Lettuce Guy, and I just, yeah, we don't get out enough.
you can't make this shit up.
Yeah, you can't, and I am just sharing it.
So you need some help from your friends, the
Mhm.
lettuce guy and chip guy.
And Chip Guy, yeah, yep. He just said Chip Guy in the chat. Yeah, yeah. I discovered that we don't get out enough. So today we went for another ride.
Did you talk to lettuce and chip guy?
And I let them be. I cheered them on. There was one actually that was stuck
Oh, that's
in a little
great.
bit of a web, and I saved his life because before that, and I didn't realize there was ants on the floor. I killed two because my feet stepped on them and I didn't know they were there.
Wow, dick move banner.
Tried to redeem myself by saving Spiderweb guy, I guess is his name.
So I'm finally getting some love in Twitch. Miss Candy says hi in Twitch.
Hi.
For those of you listening to our podcast now, I don't feel safe in the studio. Please send help to Heather. P.S. Bring more wine.
And I'm not even drinking wine. I'm just saying.
So lettuce and chip guy, we're good.
Yeah, see, lettuce and chip guy, and I didn't take their food away from them. It wasn't mean. I didn't try.
Right?
Yeah, okay. I need help. But it's a funny kind of thing, though. I know this is like it is funny.
That's
But
fucking
because
great.
let's just think about that for just a second though. How often, like, I don't really notice a lot of that stuff because I'm always like caught up in my head thinking about a million and one things. And during all this stuff, like, yeah, I still think about a lot of things, but I notice a lot more. I'm a little bit more in tune now because of everything. It's crazy. So, I normally probably wouldn't have noticed that, but I did. So,
Right.
kind of funny. But I do have some love on YouTube, and then we'll get to see how your week's been.
Yeehaw.
So Adam's checking in. He says, "Hey guys, checking in, sounding great. Great day of fishing. Broke a rod, but saw lots of structure. Drooled over my yakking spots. Had a beautiful day." And he said, "Chip Guy." See? He was cheering on Chip Guy. And then Stone Cottage Farm Mayville is joining us.
What? Hey guys.
Better than uncles on the floor. Yeah. Hi, Stone Cottage. We love you guys.
We love you guys. I've got to give them a shout out later on. Don't let me forget.
Oh, I won't, because I got shout outs too. But one thing too before I move on with your week, I ended up meeting a fellow podcaster there, and hey, Adam, if you've got the card, please let me know what the last name of him is. Anyway, his name is Mike. He was working at Can Rock. He was putting the tires on, gave us a quote, all that stuff. cool guy. He's got a podcast. His goes more on the political side, and apparently he's not very well liked because of being on the in the middle of everything. Which usually we've all seen it all over lately. It's not a fun place to be. However, really cool guy though. And he's got different podcasts out, so I'm gonna check those out as well. His name is Mike, and apparently Chris knows him. So that's pretty cool. They grew up together.
Come
From what I
back, Chris. We
understand.
miss you.
No, Chris, guys. Sorry, it's just me and Tony.
Yeah.
But how has your week been,
Well,
little buddy?
here's the best part about that. My week has been insane. No, it's actually been really cool. I've been able to share the love and make some care packages for people that are near and dear to me. I was also able to help rip out a shrub bush thing that looked like I don't know, a monkey trying to fuck a football. Uh,
Hmm.
help rip it out with my bare hands and a shovel. It was great. So, He-Man. But no, it was awesome because I put another box garden down and got some amazing dirt. Shout out
Nice.
to Will's Greenhouse and Jim and his wife. Thank you for making my 1/3 mix. Love that stuff. I can grow anything in it. And apparently, his wife said they're very popular with the weed folk around town.
Oh, nice.
So
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
support
That is
local.
that's a big industry now.
Sup-
There's a lot of medicinal
Support local.
purposes for it. Yeah.
But and it's been a pretty eventful week. I mean, I'm got a couple of things taken care of where I was able to get some bills paid and got some things, got some clothes for my minions, and got some
Nice.
shoes. The necessities instead of like the PS4s and all the other things. Um,
Right.
but no, there's been a lot of really cool stuff that has been going on that I've been trying to stay out of my own head, which has been rather difficult when you have maybe an hour of sleep or 45 minutes of sleep a day.
Yeah.
Shout out to my chiropractor, Dr. Collier in Bay City, who always managed to adjust me somehow and get me back onto the straight and narrow and kicks my ass. So I go home and pass out for a couple hours. But it's been a really cool, exciting week. I've got some more stuff I want to talk about that actually went on for my week and thoroughly enjoyed myself because I was able to get out of the house and go hang in a very positive atmosphere, which is something I haven't had the opportunity to do in a long time because of scheduling and what have you, plus all of the stuff that's going on that we can't talk about because, well, the Ronas are around.
Yeah.
But no, it's there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and I'm going to talk about that later. So back over to you. Talk amongst yourselves. And cheers to Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave. Love you guys.
Well, we've got Sasha joining in. She says, "Hello, guys. Yep, it's that time of the year where Tony is talking about his dirt. Yep, he's dishing the dirt right now. Hey,
That's
Sasha,
right.
glad you're joining us.
Love my dirt.
You love your dirt. Yeah, well, it's awesome. It's been a pretty cool week. I'm on that bandwagon with you of getting stuff taken care of and paid ahead of time and all that stuff, which is good. I'm not bragging about it. It's just I've never had that chance or been able to really do that often. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy about that. So taking care of the essentials and of course the soap. I know you're gonna give a shout out. So I'm gonna lead you into that.
Segway.
Segways.
Go all Paul Blart Mall Cop in the Segway.
Let's get that shout out in and give some love.
Dragon Slayer just popped on. Isn't that the Asian?
That is.
That is the Asian. Hello.
Oh,
We miss our Asian.
we do. We do, we do, we do. I miss so many people. That's the hard part of it. So
Nice.
I'm gonna, because you're gonna get into the shout out, I'm gonna get into it too. So if that's okay, if I can lead you into yours.
Do what you gotta do.
All right. So I was fortunate enough to have enough to make a nice order with Stone Cottage Farm, like you normally do, and
I'm a soap whore.
I
That's all there is to it.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing too is we had actually gotten down with soap. We had a little bit of coffee left, but we also want to share the love with the soap order. So, but it was great because we were making plans on safely picking it up, whether it be at the end of their driveway or whatever. And she was able to bring it over, and I said, please let me know when you leave, because that way I can refrain myself from running out and giving you a hug, and I don't want to do that to you guys. No, I'm not sick, but you never know who's carrying or what.
Of course.
So anyway, so from up here in the office, like I did to you guys today, I yell, "Hey, I love you," or I said something, and I scared her. And then I had made the joke about, because before she had stopped over, she said, "I love you, but I'd have to give you a throat punch, like tough love, like a big sister." And I'm probably quoting that wrong too, but it was all fun and games and stuff, and we were laughing about it. But she's right; I would have definitely deserved that if I would have done that. However, I said, "Oh, I'm social distancing from up here. I love you," and I scared the crap out of her. And then I said, "It's probably a good thing that I'm up here so I can get throat punch." So,
Good idea.
right.
Good
So
idea.
we got our order and all of the wonderful, wonderful stuff from Stone Cottage, and I would say to put orders in, you guys, and get in contact and do the safe way. You can pay online, PayPal, and then pick it up safely. So love that. Got some salve too, and happy about that. So, and I got to see Farmer Chrissy, which really did my soul good because I miss them so much.
Totally miss them. Love them to pieces. Love you guys. So, anywho's it, that leads me to the segue that Heather was just talking about. I got a message a couple hours before the show, I think during dinner time,
Mhm.
because apparently, not that we are soap hoarders, we are soap whores. There's a difference.
I wanted you to make that. I kept saying that before the podcast. Please make that known that we're not soap hoarders. We just really love their soap, and
Well,
yeah.
as you were finishing up your segue, I wanted to point this out. So this is where I keep my soap. All right. Anybody notice anything? What's going on here? Yeah. So it's not a magic trick. This is literally my soap container, and it's empty. So shout out to Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave because he's a rock star. They are almost through Kid Mageddon. And
Yeah.
hold on, I got to pick up my loofah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Pick up your loofah. I didn't think about that. Hey, put another order in.
So, anyways, she informed me that, or was it Farmer Dave? I don't know. Dang it. Anyways, sorry if I get this wrong, guys. They informed me that between you and I, we completely depleted their stock of soap. So,
Sorry, not sorry.
not sorry. Love you guys. Yeah, I'm completely out. So, as much as I would love to say, go ahead and make orders, which please do. Yes, put orders on their Etsy store or their Facebook page. Send them messages, show them love, support local. If you're not, you're a dickhead. So, anyways, hashtag illegal cheese for life. Thank you, Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave. We love, love, love your soap. We are soap whores. Say it with me, class. Whores. So,
Not hoarders. Though. Not hoarders.
yes.
Not on purpose.
And if you mention the Don't Make This Weird podcast, you'll simply get soap that you paid for.
And you will simply get it safely, not around them, because if you guys go near them, I will throat punch.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what? Holy shit, we got Twitch blowing up. Love this, guys. Keep blowing this stuff up. Rorschach. Tim had to log in on his desktop. Don't remember my Twitch info without autofill. Oh, so this is Tim. Hey, buddy, what's up? Long time no
Hey,
see.
yeah.
Racer X popped on and said, "What's up?"
Hey,
Uh,
Racer.
Nate's blowing it up. What do we got going on here? Oh, he's the fuck out of the soap. Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm starting to smell like the stinky kid because I gotta say, this freaking Lever 2000 does not cover all my 2000 parts. Farmer Chrissy, help! Say it with me, kids. Whores. Oh shit! Hey, check that out. This is my brain. Much love, peeps. My mic
Oh,
is
you're getting
moving.
it over there. Okay, I got
I'm
some
getting
stuff
some
in
love.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's
I got
right.
love. I got love in YouTube. Tasha says hello, guys. Yep, that. Oh, she already said that. I'm repeating that just to make it look like I got more people in YouTube.
Oh, I see how you are.
Jeff said sounding good tonight. Awesome. I'm so happy. Shelby has a bunch of stats, and I think it's just you know doing one of them numbers. And then Stone Cottage Farm Mayville says, "Thank you both for the huge orders, and we thank you for having the soap."
Yeah, we don't like being the stinky kids. Even though we're, practicing social distancing by me being in the studio with all kinds of weird toys right
Can
there,
we
if
just
you can
talk
see.
about how weird this is?
Well, see, here's the thing. I want you to finish that because shout out to Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave again. There's something I want to read that Farmer Chrissy posted, and I stand by 100%. I
Me too.
love what she wrote. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying I agree with you.
That's it. You just agree.
No, I stand with them 100%. I wrote that on their page too because I completely understand where they're coming from with this, and I wish more people would understand it, and get on board with it because we have to make the best decisions that we are for our families, for our health, for ourselves, and you know. Some people might not understand it, but I just wish more people would. So I'll let you go ahead and read what you were gonna.
Pardon me, I'm pouring wine online.
Oh, yes. What kind are you drinking tonight?
This is, well, since I'm a big kid and I'm not drinking from a sippy cup anymore, uh, it's Arbor Mist Merlot, which generally I'm not a fan, but this stuff's actually pretty good. Blackberry, and in fact, it's one of Farmer Chrissy's favorites. So, hashtag legal cheese for life and some blackberry wine, yes.
Oh, I have one more shout out over on YouTube. Sasha says, I just want to say thank you, Heather. You know what I'm talking about. You are very, very welcome.
Yep. And I'm going to be the dirty boy over here, drinking my drink.
All right, so yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and read.
Yeah, and I've attempted to read this a couple times without making mistakes. So, yeah, if you follow Farmer Chrissy, love you, Farmer Chrissy, love what you said. So, bear with me while I stumble through this in trying my big boy voice and reading. So, here we go. This is what she wrote on her Facebook page. And like I said, I support this 100%. So she said, we each have our own perspectives on, well, everything. I am posting this in hopes that it will help folks understand mine and my husband's point of view. Hold on. Now, this is weird. It's not working right. Facebook. Hang on. Bear with me for a minute while I get
The
back to.
user.
Yeah, it's stupid YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook being dum. Hang on. See, I was prepared, and then like the whole entire Facebook app just closed, so now it's loading back up. Oh, hey, look, it's not even on the right. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves, because I'm a total professional with this. Really?
As am I.
You're right. All right, hang on. I'm getting back there. There it is right there. Got it. Okay. So she says, let me start back over from the beginning. We each have our own perspectives on, well, everything. And I'm posting this in hopes that will help folks understand mine and my husband's perspectives, that is. Trust me when I tell you that I understand there are many people bummed out or outright upset that they are not
allowing visitors. We are not allowing visitors to the farm, etc. But even after restrictions are lifted, we will not be drastically altering our current social distancing practices for some time. We do not currently have plans to participate in markets or events or any type of large gathering for the remainder of 2020. We understand not everyone shares this view, and we respect that. I want to put an emphasis right there. We respect that. Okay? Following is the best explanation I can offer of our view. This is where it gets interesting, and I love it. Yes, to an extent, our perspectives are resulting. Behavior is an effort to protect ourselves and our farm if we do not have a strong desire to well steward all the gifts we've been given. Well, we wouldn't be living with much gratitude or reverence, would we? Question mark. And in our circle, there are many who are immune compromised, elderly, or have pre existing health issues which make them very vulnerable to the virus. We personally have a number of friends who have lost close loved ones to the virus. So perhaps even more than out of a desire to protect ourselves, our perspective and behavior is an effort to protect you, everyone we love and cherish. I believe that faith and science are both valid and can do coexist. Yes, our faith tells us we can trust God and also tells us are not to test/tempt Him, that He gives us a sound mind, and that we are to use the spirit of power and love and sound mind He has given us to love our brothers as ourselves. Wow. Sorry, guys. I'm shitting the bed here. Anyways, it is out of this love that we have made decisions we have about canceling our participation in various events or hosting various events here at our farm and home. So then she quotes 3 different verses and puts the scriptures in here, which is really great. So Jesus answered him, the first of all of the commandments is, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the first commandment. And the second, like it, is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There are no other commandment greater than these." Mark 12:29 through 31. The next one is, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but out of power and out of love and out of sound mind." 2 Timothy 1:7. The next one is Jesus said to him, "It is written, you shall not tempt the Lord your God." Mark 4:7. And then she finishes it off with, "Much love to you all." Now, you commented on that, and there's been an outpouring of support and love and going, "We stand behind you guys 1,000%. When you read that,
I mean,
what,
what's that?
when you read that, when you commented on that, what went through your head?
When I read that, I sympathize with her completely. I've talked about it several times about how hard this situation is on everybody, how hard it is for people that are huggers, how hard it is for people that have anxiety, depression, all of these things that have a hard time with being separated and not being able to see people. And then you add on top of it things being canceled and things like that that are happening. it's it is hard. It is hard for a lot of people, and it is hard for our way of life, how it used to be, to have to cut off those things. So I can imagine that not only is it hard for them or for other people that want to come and visit and everything, it's hard for them to have to cancel these things as well. Because we love to be together. We're those kind of people that like to see people, like to get together, like to do those things. So it was very well written and very well thought. And for me, part of it was when I read it was, man, who's giving you a hard time? Like
Right.
who's
I'm
who's but I can imagine it comes from a place of people are just having a hard time in general with everything that has been canceled and having to stay home and all of these things. And then there's some people that just aren't following those guidelines, and you have to be like that with them. I mean, we don't see a lot of people at our home, and when we do, it is through the screen door. If, like when you guys drop stuff off or whatever. So
Yeah.
I definitely am with them. I would rather, and I commented on this on another post too.
Yeah.
I believe it was somebody else that's close in that circle, had mentioned about them, kind of staying home and staying away from other people.
Right.
And I had said, going through the things that I've gone through and the losses that I've lost, I definitely would love to have a hug right now from the people I love, but you can't hug an empty chair.
And that's the thing, and that's where I got behind them 1,000%, because I mean that's the thing. On the farm, it's Farmer Chrissy and Farmer Dave. They're almost done. They've got, I think, what, 2 more months of Kid Mageddon, and they already have, I think she said it was 26. Correct me if I'm wrong, Farmer Chrissy. 26 new kids added to the farm.
Wow.
That's a lot of responsibility, and that's the thing is, one of the little kids that Maddie named last year was Alita Battle Donkey, because we just watched the movie Alita Battle Angel before we went over there,
Yeah.
and her mom Bandit, I think it was. I'm so horrible at remembering this crap.
I think you're
Actually
right.
had 3 girls this year. Just boom, 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 and I'm going, holy shit! How are you guys doing it? That's where the whole Farmer Dave's a rock star #Legal Cheese for Life came from. So yeah. Oh, hey, we got some stuff on Twitch. What does it say
There
here?
you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, my buddy Tim says, "Why are you bothering with a glass at all? Pretend to be civilized during times like these."
Right, there you go.
Oh,
But yeah,
uh,
with that whole thing, like we stand beside them with them and everything, and the things that continually are getting canceled and whatnot. Yeah, it stings a little bit, but it's for the safety and the good, because we don't know if it is if we're passing it on to somebody, or all that stuff. You don't know if you're carrying it or whatever. So it's just best to be safe and to follow the guidelines that work best for you in your life, and to respect that if somebody else is not going to be ready to see other people or ready to have other people around, even if it is lifted where they say that people can go out. You just have to learn how to respect it, because the way that we knew things, the way that life was before all this started happening, is definitely going to be different when things open back up again.
Like Farmer Chrissy's on Twitch now. I love that you guys are coming to Twitch. Thank you. Seriously,
Girl,
give me
stand
some
with
love.
me.
She said, "You got it right with Bandit." Awesome. Thank you so much, Farmer Chrissy. But no, that's the thing is you and I were talking about this a little before the show of, you know what? Use the damn wisdom God gave you to
Mhm.
educate yourself. Okay? I have said that from day one of this podcast. Go out, do the due diligence, educate yourself. If you think your immune system may be a little compromised because you can't stop eating cheeseburgers and fucking french fries, hey, I don't know, make a smoothie. Throw some turmeric in there. Throw some ground ginger in there. Stuff that's actually supposed to help boost your immune system. Educate yourself. Go on YouTube. You know, read articles of, okay, so all of this shit's going on. Maybe I should do something like stay home and educate myself. I'm
Right.
constantly sending you links of going, ooh, here's something that I learned today. Check this out.
Which is really cool, because right now, I mean, not that I don't welcome it any other time, but right now it's helpful to keep my brain from going all over the place with all the different stuff and thinking so many things. And I am an overthinker. I've always been an overthinker. So to be able to have things to learn and to tinker with and everything, I mean, it's awesome, because I can still absorb and learn this stuff. So I'm grateful for it, because I am definitely expanding the things that I know, and the things that I've wanted to learn. So that's really cool to be able to have that. So I appreciate you sharing all that different stuff, and coming out of here, I'm hoping to be certified in herbalism and all kinds of different stuff like that. So it's I'm helping myself grow, even though we're going through what we're going through right now.
Well, and that's the thing is, it's so I'm not sleeping that well. I mean, not that I ever have, but
Right.
you know,
Disclaimer.
right. That's the thing is, I didn't need the Rona to go through and make me not sleep. This has always been a thing where, so if I'm not sleeping, I'm going on a YouTube journey for the whole entire night that I'm supposed to be sleeping. Or I'm looking up something that I find interesting. And generally that involves something with health, diet, supplements, how to make something out of your hands, or something that I've been interested in and closetly been trying to hide from everybody else because I didn't want them to make fun of me because, I like doing embroidery. But
Proof that you can poke something into something 1,000 times.
I can stab something
keep
1,000
your
times and
composure.
not go to prison for it.
Right.
Oh, this is great. I'm getting more
Yeah,
love
no,
on
like-
Twitch. Father
like
2021 says howdy.
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 Shout out to Dragon Slayer though, because he knits, doesn't he, or crochets or whatever. I think that's cool.
Nate, what do you
why would
think?
you pick on people, pick on guys who do that stuff. Whatever.
Well, I mean, I had a very resourceful week. I built 2 box gardens. I built sawhorses. I've done all of this crazy shit. In fact, being able to help with a shovel and my own muscles to rip out a bush, and I know I've already talked about that, but that was empowering. I accomplished something.
Doesn't that feel great?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of sweat never killed anyone. A little bit of getting out there and getting dirty. I mean, I had a kick-ass farmer's tan, but I think it's kind of went by the wayside now. But no, get out there. Get some dirt under your nails. It washes off. You have soap. If you
Yeah.
don't, get a hold of Stone Cottage Farms. They're getting ready to make some more soap. So, yeah, I need some charcoal because I keep brushing my teeth.
But with that being said though, like there's some more shout outs that I'd like to kind of get into.
Yeah,
And
go
then,
ahead.
If you don't mind coming back to bringing up the insomnia and weird dream thing.
Yeah, we'll touch on that in a minute. Go ahead, give your shout outs.
So I got a couple different shout outs. I want to give Katie Wood Skelton off of Virus or Spirit 2020 page. A big huge shout out to her. She is making custom masks now. And I've seen all kinds of different really cool ones, and she's actually going to be making one with Survivor Girl logo on it, which I thought was pretty cool. She's getting through hers. She made some Captain America, some different ones like that. I mean, because if we're gonna wear them to protect ourselves, some people might have a better time wearing them if they've got something on it that they like. I don't know.
Team
But if
Iron
people
Man,
are-
just saying.
well, talk to Katie. She's your girl. She's printing up all kinds of different ones. And I've seen, she had one that was like Jill Strong or something. And, there's all kinds of different ones that, even, Officer Repke has one that has Captain America on it.
No, I'm a jerk off with the 3rd grade education. Give it to the people that actually are doing something on the front lines.
Something's going on with my new laptop. What's happening?
What are you doing? You're
But
still
no,
coming
I just
through.
want to give her a shout out because she's doing the frontline work with making those up and stuff, and people are now starting to do orders. She was just doing them and getting them out there to the frontline people that needed them, and now that it's opening up to where we, all of us are needing them. She's a good person to get a hold of, and if you want to put your logo or whatever on it, you can ask her. So there's that shout out, and there's so many different things that people are doing to help one another, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who is jumping on board to help out the others, in this time. It's cool to see that, and I'm hoping that more and more people will jump on board with that.
It's funny you say that, and I don't mean the fact that you're giving thanks to those people that are doing that, but like I was actually stopped the other day when I think I stopped to get gas or something like that, and here's this attendant going through and dealing with all these rude ass people of hurry the fuck up, blah blah blah, you're boring the shit out of me, or I got places to be, I'm late. Well, not my fucking problem, but
Yeah.
So by the time I was able to get up and pay for whatever the heck it was I was paying for, I'm like, thank you. Seriously, I hope you have a great day. You know,
Right.
I couldn't do the things that I do without you and doing this public service. Seriously, I appreciate everything that you're doing. Have a great day. And they were like, wow, you are the first person in like a week to give me a sincere thank you. And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's crazy. So seriously, when you see these people, they're dealing with assholes and egos. Thank them because they don't have to fucking be nice to you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it goes a long way just being nice, even if you just put a smile on your face underneath that man. Oh my god, I just thought about what I was saying.
Yeah, but that's the point though, is you can tell you're smiling by your eyes. It has nothing to do with your mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be a dick. Tip your waitresses. On that note,
True.
I'm pouring me some more. So, anyways,
Right.
talk amongst yourself while I pour.
All right, so I mean that was pretty much the main thing is I want to give her a shout out. There's so many different people that I could give a shout out to. It's been a pretty cool week with all kinds of different stuff happening. I'm enjoying people that are doing the shout outs and different things or messaging or whatever. And sometimes I'm not able to get to everybody. Some days I just have a rough day where I just can't talk. I don't know. Sometimes my anxiety will flare up and I just can't have a conversation and I try my very best to. And I'm sure that you've experienced that, but that's just something that I've been experiencing along with the insomnia and the really vivid dreams.
Try reading that. Just saying, try reading live where you've rehearsed it 1,000 times and you still shit the bed on it. But yeah, go on with that. Talk about the insomnia and the weird dreams because I've got a month and a half of them matched with about how old am I? 72 carry the
You know,
9
mm,
divided by 4.
Yeah,
I can't math.
finding.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I've had before my weight loss surgery, my sleep was horrible because I had sleep apnea really bad. So for me to get like a really good night's sleep, I wouldn't even be able to get sleep because I would be constantly waking up from not being able to breathe. And then after that, thank you, 19th. Oh, look at that side. Sorry, I'm getting my laptop screwed over. Okay. But anyhow, I would
Hi,
have a hard
Schmoopsy
time-
Boo.
This is working from home, folks.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you. So I had a hard time sleeping as it was prior to. But then after the weight loss surgery and I started losing weight, I was able to get sleep, like really good sleep at night, and I would start having dreams that I would actually remember. But now since all this stuff has happened, and like I said, with having anxiety and depression already, it's not helped with getting the sleep. And I know they're showing that a lot of people are actually going through this right now.
Now, this
So,
was a
you know-
pre-existing condition for you, right?
The insomnia.
No. The depression and the anxiety. Wow.
Oh yeah, pre-existing before any of this had happened. But luckily, because I have done the work and I have been going to therapy, for several years, and I talk about that because I'm an advocate for it.
If you're
I
happy
was
and you know
I've
it,
been
shake your
able
meds.
What's that?
If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds.
Actually, I am not on any kind of medications anymore other than vitamins. So
That's awesome.
that's another really cool thing. But because of doing the work and putting in the work with the therapist, I have been able to sense when something is going to come on with depression. Anxiety is a lot more trickier than that.
Tell
But
me
however,
about it.
I'm able to keep moving forward when something comes up like that and actually dissect it and go, okay, I know what this is. I know
you-
how to get through this.
You had mentioned that your doctor's appointments went really well with our doctor.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes. Before I get into that though, my dad just jumped on and said, "Hello, rock stars." Hi, Dad.
Hey,
Glad to
Pops.
hear from you. Glad you're joining in. Yeah, actually, and I'm glad that he's here so he can hear this because I didn't get a chance to call him today because it was one of those not calling kind of days. Um, but I had a bunch, like a huge panel of blood work done, and that was, I would say, probably about 3 months ago or so. And when I went in to have it done, they did, I think I counted 13 tubes of blood. And
Good
that was,
Lord.
yeah, that was part of the panel that their stuff that they were testing for because of the adrenal stuff.
Okay.
And so when I did a telecom doctor's appointment with our doctor today, and so did Adam, or yesterday, sorry, and so did Adam. So that was kind of cool that we were able to do that. But so I was talking with her, and she said right now a lot of people are suffering from gaining weight and stuff because of cortisol from stress.
Yeah.
And she said even if you're still kind of doing the same thing that you've been doing, that it's showing up on a lot of people. And that's the main reason behind it is because of the stress and not getting enough sleep and probably not enough fluids and whatnot. Some people aren't doing that so much. Um, so anyway, we were talking about that a little bit, and I asked her before we had hung up for my appointment how those blood tests went because I never did get to see them because I hadn't gone in. So she had told me that my cholesterol is perfect, my blood pressure is perfect. I did my own blood pressure at home, which was weird, but so my blood pressure was like 120 over, no, 180, no, anyway, it was good. It was good. And my, what else was there? All of the vitamins and stuff that I am taking actually are absorbing like they should be. And she said that's unusual because a lot of bariatric patients do not absorb vitamins as well. So,
Right.
with that being said, that was an awesome, good to know. So the only thing that it was kind of funny because my B12 was high, which a lot of people usually are low with B12. So actually, I got a good report card. The only thing that I was having an issue with was folic acid. So guess who's taking prenatal vitamins, which is interesting for me because
Now,
I
if any of our listeners actually have any good little tidbits for natural foods, not something in a box, natural foods to increase folic acid with eating good, clean, healthy foods, uh, throw some stuff in the comments because I mean that's the thing is we're all about doing the due diligence and educating ourselves.
hmm Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, so for a supplement, I had picked the same brand. I've been using the Sundown vitamins, which are apparently very effective because that's what I've been using. Effective for me. It's not always going to be the same for everybody, but so I've been just sticking with those because apparently it's doing the job. So I'm happy to hear that. That was cool. Before going in for the weight loss surgery and everything, I my health was horrible, horrible for my age. Um, and so to go from that to where I'm at now, it's just been a really cool, like I always say, it's been an incredible journey. I would do it over and over again. But then now to see, the weight loss and how I'm able to maintain that and keep it off, and then
Right.
to see that the vitamins and everything are working and all the things that I've been changing in my life, it's awesome to have that. So
Well,
I mean,
it's
it's
funny that you're talking about that kind of stuff because I just saw, sorry, this little neat box that Candy actually picked up off of, was it Amazon? Yeah, it was Amazon. So check
yeah.
this out. This is Elka Life pH Booster Drops. Now, you can call this snake oil all day long, but here's the thing. I love this shit. And basically, what it does, and we're not sponsored by this, we're not making any money off this, they're not making any money off of us. But this stuff is you put what? Was it 3 drops? For 8 ounces of water. And it basically, just like your pool, it makes the pH correct. So when you consume this, it goes through and helps level out the pH in your body. So when you're having a correct level of pH, just like in a pool. It's clean. It's functioning properly. It's not fucking up the pump. So therefore, your body's not all kinds of acidic. It's closer to alkaline. And it's really, really good for you because this has got, let me see here, hold on. It's not, excuse me.
That's not pH.
No, that's not pH at all. That's more sulfuric. Potassium and sodium in
Oh
this
yeah.
is potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. So seriously, this stuff is amazing. You can go on Amazon.com for Alkalife pH booster drops, and this makes 360 glasses. Holy shit! Really?
Wow. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It's crazy to find. I know we talk about this more than more often now.
Right.
All the different healthy things and whatnot. But I was talking to you about. I mean that don't they have alkaline water over at Healthy Habits? So that's kind of a cool.
Yeah,
thing to
you can
have.
actually make your own over there, which is really cool. Tim just chimed in and said, "I hear spinach is rich in folic."
That's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in with that because that's what I thought. I was gonna get some of that. Yeah, it's cool to be able to find the different things that are good for us. And I never really honestly thought that I would be in that boat. Because obviously before all of this and before my weight loss surgery, I was a very, very unhealthy person. And fast food was I lived on fast food. And,
Yeah.
that was it. I worked third shift, so sleep was really, really not really balanced at all because you never are on third shift.
No.
And I did not. I mean, for a while there, I put in a lot of effort in going to the gym and things, and then after a while, I would just not go, or something would happen to where I would break wanting to do it. Just all kinds of things would happen. And like I said, living off of fast food, that's pretty much what I would do. And yeah, after a while, you're going down such a bad path with all of that stuff. And I'm not saying that you can't have it. We talked about this last episode
Yeah.
about once a month maybe, or once in a while in moderation. But and it was almost every day because or when even after that, before surgery, when I was working at Bronner's, I would stop in the mornings. Instead of making something for myself, I would go through McDonald's, or I would go through Taco Bell or something for breakfast. Just bad choices on a quick and easy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that we've come accustomed to that. And now, because of everything going on, I think more people are cooking at home. There are still people that are going out to the fast food. Adam and I have decided to not go and do fast food or whatever, and that's not because we don't want to see them be supportive, but for us, if we're staying out of the stores and we're staying away from people, we're deciding that was probably the best bet for us.
Right.
And again, there's that whole thing of what's best for your family and for yourselves or whatever. So, but I'm not gonna say that I don't miss Big B, and I like the spicy tostadas at Taco Bell still. So I don't agree with them. I don't think they're good for you, but
Right.
once in a while, I would I used to get them once in a while. But it's such a big difference from where I used to be, and it's not just in the weight loss, going from where I used to be to where I'm at now, but in the confidence level of things as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's been just crazy. I look back at the videos that I used to do, my live videos for singing and stuff, and I was so not confident. And then, like last week after the show, I went live on Facebook and I did some singing. And to look at the difference between then and now, it's crazy. It's really crazy to see where I've come, and I absolutely love the person that I'm becoming when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I still struggle though with anxiety and things like that, and kind of shutting off sometimes from talking, and but I'm working through that stuff, and that's the great part about being able to grow and evolve from this stuff.
To add on to that, Tim just chimed in and said, "We were raised in a culture that isn't friendly to being healthy. It can be done for sure, but there are a lot of banana peels in our path."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. he's not wrong. I mean, they make it very convenient and shiny to pick up these things that are convenient for us. They put them in our face with commercials and different stuff like that. If you're watching
Well,
TV, I mean, if you think about it, in the '80s, think about like cartoon Saturday morning
Saturday
cartoons.
morning cartoons. Yeah, yeah.
They had like the cereals and stuff in our faces when we're watching it. It just, the fast food and the breakfast, it's always in our face. And even when you're watching like a YouTube video now, that stuff will come up. And then of course, what do you think? You're hungry when you're not hungry. It's just, it's
Yeah.
really, really in your face. And to be able to learn the difference of that has been such a healthier thing for me, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for that decision and for putting my foot down with it and going, okay, I need to change my life. I heard it a lot. Okay, so I don't
What
mean to make this whole show about this.
was it last
Um,
week?
Week that we were talking about on Ethan Suplee's podcast, American Glutton, where they actually have, um, what is it, once or twice a year? I can't remember. Anyways, that's another great podcast, by the way. American Glutton, Ethan Suplee. Uh, he talks about his journey has been to get healthy. And this dude was like over 500 pounds.
yeah,
And he's built like a brick shit house now. The dude is ripped. He's got a glorious beard, and he's still going through this journey of just eating healthy, eating clean. And I don't mean, oh, well, we're going to McDonald's once a week instead of 27. No, he's
right.
legitimately, he knows so much about dying, so much about caloric intake, so much about working out in the gym. And he's like, look,
Science.
yeah, science. There's actual science to where your body works. And it's incredible because, I started the intermittent fasting thing last year when I was 227 pounds. I'm 5'5". That is
Yeah.
really unhealthy for someone my size. So doing the intermittent fasting is incredible. But no, there's a commission, like I was getting at, that gets together, and it's $1 billion prize, I guess, or something like that, where they get all of these corporations and stuff together and put out bids for the tastiest food. And whoever wins that, then it kind of becomes the standard of the industry of, if you want great tasting food to get more money into your pockets, this is how you do it. And it's insane. So it's setting us up from the outside of going, that's why these McDonald's fries are incredible. That's why that Burger King Whopper tastes amazing. And, I'm not throwing shade at them. Hey, cool, you're making money. But there
Right.
needs to be a responsibility from yourself to go, I probably should stop eating fast food and actually consciously take better care of my health.
It's hard, and it's hard to get there though, especially when you become addicted to that and addicted to the convenience of things. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just talking from where I was.
Right.
I was very, very famous for going through the drive-through, parking, and consuming everything that I had just got from McDonald's or wherever it was that I was getting from. And then like acting like I didn't just eat all of that.
Say
It's
it with
just
us, class. Whores.
yeah. It's bad, and it's a bad thing because I know that I am not the only person that has done this and has, I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. And you're talking about, you being what, 5 foot, what, 4?
5'5" and
And it's that
227
weight.
pounds.
And I'm only 5'1",
Right.
and I was at 350 pounds. And to look back at the old pictures and the old videos and stuff of me, it's hard to even recognize that person anymore. And I am thankful because it was not, even if I did go and do the surgery, there was a lot of work that had to be put in beforehand. And I know we've talked about this on other podcasts, and we continue to talk about like how we're changing up our lives and making
Absolutely.
such big strides with that. And I think the more that we're advocates about this kind of thing, that people, will want to possibly help themselves as well. And I think one of the fun things I've learned is making foods for Adam and I that are lower sugar, and with having the gluten allergy, being able to make stuff that tastes good, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to do that, where I never would have thought of that before. You know.
What? And you'd made comment earlier about going through and cooking from home. That's something I've always done. I mean, my
Hmm.
grandmother raised me that pretty much from the time that I could reach the back of the stove, standing on a chair, I was cooking full course meals.
Yeah.
You know, appetizers, main course, desserts, the whole 9 yards. And I wasn't getting out of the kitchen until it was done. And that includes dishes. I fucking hate dishes. And
That's not the fun part about it. I've never had a dishwasher until this year or since we moved into here, and I don't want to ever be without one again.
but no,
You know,
that's the point is, you know, it's always great because I'm always experimenting in the kitchen. I mean, I've dropped off tons of stuff to you just during a quarantine here and being able to, you know, give little care packages or, hey, you guys, you know, need something to get you through or whatever it is. And it's incredible. I mean, I made, what the hell was it? Or I should say, me and Candy and Sean made chicken fajitas the other night. Oh my God, it was amazing because, you know, we cut everything up, did all the prep work like we do, and you've ate here plenty of times. But no, I put this little mix together for the pre-fajita mix and just kind of let it cook into the chicken for about 5 minutes or so, and then threw in the fajita mix and just kind of cooked that all down with black jasmine sticky rice that was purple actually, and then you know threw it onto a tortilla with some sour cream and cheese, and then some fresh veggies, and just oh my God, it was a little slice of heaven sitting at my kitchen table.
it sounds really really good, and I do appreciate the care package stuff that you dropped off. That's awesome. And I will be honest, I finished off the little bit of zucchini bread
Did you have the
before this
banana bread yet?
I had a slice of the banana bread. It's really really good. I do enjoy it. Um, but my sugar was dropping. That's another weird thing that I never experienced before is my sugar gets low, and it's not fun. It's not fun. But it's something that like I said before, if I can watch it and I experience it, which you know Adam with his,
Right.
he's like, no, that's low, and it's weird because it's like being drunk. It's such a strange feeling,
Well,
not fun. So you know when we go out and we do like our walks and stuff, that's our big thing is we pack food to take with us.
speaking of that, one of the things that I actually sent you was a video, and I want our listening audience to do the due diligence on this. Look up coriander and the health benefits that has to offer, especially during this time. It
Yeah.
pays to do the due diligence on stuff like this because you can put this in damn near everything you consume, and it's
Hmm.
so good for you. That was actually
I'm
a
la-
McChicken that I made.
I'm
So.
laughing because my dad chimed in on YouTube saying French fries and beer are vegan. Dad, I'll have you know though.
So are Oreo
I'm a-
cookies, but it's not the way to healthy living.
No, but I will have you know. Apparently, and I might need to do a little bit more research on this, but someone was telling me that they use beef bouillon on the French fries at McDonald's, and that's why they are gluten. But I gotta check into that a little bit more.
Good
But
idea.
but yeah, you really have to watch that kind of stuff though too. You would think that your average French fry or whatever would be safe if you have a gluten allergy. Not the case. You really got to watch, you know, that kind of stuff. So get yourself in some trouble with those allergies.
Yeah, Candy just said that she knows why the French fries aren't gluten free. It's because they deep fry everything in that same
That's true.
grease, like chicken
Oh,
nuggets, donuts.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense too.
but yeah, it's so. Here's the thing: is it's so easy to eat unhealthy, but it's even easier to eat healthy once you see how to do it. Because I'm
Yeah, oh, for
constantly going
sure.
into places where there's box foods like the dollar store, okay? And I'm looking at healthy alternatives as I'm going down each one of these aisles because you can spend $10 and have a meal for a week.
Hmm.
Now, how can you do that in a healthy manner instead of eating nothing but preservatives? Of course, you're going to have to spend a little more money, but you're not going to eat as much if you are eating the way you're supposed to eat. You only eat when you are hungry, and not the fake hungry where, oh, I just seen a commercial for Popeye's chicken and Popeye's chicken is a shiznit. No,
Yeah.
stop. Pause the commercial. Get up. Go fucking do a quick, what was it? Rep round that you and Adam were doing between the
Circuit training.
circuit training. Yeah. During the commercials, go do a quick circuit training. Get up, get active, do all of these things. And that's the thing. I've slacked off on my exercise routine, but I've been outside. I've been enjoying the sun. I've been doing other activities of picking heavy shit up, putting heavy shit down. I just got the tires out so I can start flipping the tires in the driveway again. And I'm looking forward to that the minute it stops fucking raining.
Yep, exactly.
But no,
Well,
that's the thing, is it's so easy to take care of your health. You just have to do the due diligence to figure that out.
Well, and you make a good point about Yep, you make a great point. Oh my God, my brain just went.
You shit the bed. Way to go, Heather.
I did. I totally did. And that's
Well-
okay. That happens too.
To add a little
but-
caveat before you go on to your point, is Country Bulk Foods. Okay?
Yeah.
Country Bulk Foods. If you do not know what this place is, look it up. It's worth the trip. You're going to save money if you're shopping the way you're supposed to be shopping. I went and blew, excuse me, about $400 to restock 2 months worth of stuff that I finally ran out of by feeding just me and my children.
Yeah.
That's not including all the other stuff that I had set aside because I'm very frugal in how I cook and meal prep and plan and the whole 9 yards, and feeding everyone else that has come in this household to make sure that no one walks away from my table hungry.
Right.
So look it up. Country Bulk Foods. It's on Germania Road. Incredible place to shop. And of course, practice social distancing, but and they
weren't
have
you
toilet
saying
paper.
too- I was gonna say, weren't you saying that they have toilet paper? Plus, they've got all their spices and everything.
They have the
and
big
salt and
ass
everything.
boxes of toilet paper.
Oh, I
Like,
bet.
it's the
I
Leaning
bet.
Tower of
That's good
toilet
to
paper.
know.
Anyways, go on to your point, Heather.
So I remember now what it was. My brain came back to me.
Yay!
So you were mentioning about like the circuit training or whatever, and
Yeah.
for me at first when he brought the bike down, I had bring the exercise bike down so that when we were watching something or I could be on the bike exercising, and because it's just a new way for me, a new way of life. And then we ended up getting, I was going to have him bring it back up to my office, and then we ended up getting the elliptical from Jeremy. Shout out to him. Thank you, man. And now having them both downstairs, I will just be sitting there and I get antsy. So what I'll do, it doesn't even matter what time, if I'm feeling like I need to get up and do exercise because I have that energy now, I will get up and do it no matter what time it is, which is also another huge change for me, because before I hated that.
Yeah.
I changed it over to creative movement instead of calling it exercise because I still kind of loathe exercise, but I like being able to move, so that's awesome.
Well, you and Candy actually have something in common. What was the name of the exercise routines that you're doing? Or sorry, creative movement routines
There
that
you
you're
go.
doing. Body Groove. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Misty
that is
Tripoli.
a really, really, really fun, a fun exercise. And if you guys have a chance to check that out, it's just fun. It doesn't feel like exercise. That's the thing.
Well,
And that's
you
why
were
I like it.
interested in the one called, was it Pound? Is that what it was called?
Pound, yeah, Pound
Yeah.
is really an interesting one too because it's with drumsticks, so you're actually doing rhythm and doing an exercise while you're doing it too. And I still am trying to look into that because they brought it out and then all of a sudden I couldn't find it anywhere. But Stone Cottage just chimed in, so I want to say this before we go any further. Thank you for all the love. we've got to hit the hay so we can rise and shine early and fill the latest huge order we received. As Tony says, keep being epic. That's awesome.
Love you guys. Thank you so
Love you
much for
guys.
listening to us.
So yeah, the body groove one is really cool because it gets you happy, it gets you feeling good, it gets you bouncy, you're moving around. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to dance because that's one of the big things. Is she says you don't have to know how to dance, you just have to get your body moving. And then like the pound one, that one's really cool. They've got what they're called grip sticks, is what your drumsticks would be.
Right.
So there's that. And then one of my big ones that I've always really enjoyed since I was I think I started it when I was in my 20s, was Leslie Sansone, and you can do in-home walking,
Mm-hmm.
and you can find like your pace for it. And yes, I would
Yeah.
prefer to be able to go out and do walking, but with this, it gets you up to, I was up to like 5 miles at one time with walking, which was huge for me.
Yeah.
And you can kind of set your pace and work up to that. So, it's another one that I would suggest if you are just starting out. You can do a half an hour or even actually less. Like you can do a minute or a mile in like 15 minutes with the stretching and everything in it. And you can pick if you want to go slower or if you want to go faster. It just depends. But Leslie Sansone has really good one, and it's in home walking. For me, when I was bigger, it was harder for me to go out and actually walk because it felt like every time I went out to go for a walk, somebody was yelling something at me, calling me something, and it would discourage me. So for me to do the in-home walking, it was really, really helpful, and I enjoy it. She's really bubbly, so that can be hard on you some days if you're not feeling it.
Candy
But
actually brought up a point about there's free videos on YouTube so you can kind of adjust your own pace.
yeah,
And
Yep.
you can do that literally in the comfort of your home. Because that's the thing, you don't have to, and I'm probably going to catch heat for this, but I don't give a fuck. You are going to get judged because you're a fat person trying to get healthy. That's all there is to it. And you know what? Let me throw this little caveat out there. You will not be getting judged externally. That's surface value. You judge yourself so much harder internally because you're a fat person than anybody else on the face of the planet. So you know what? Bring the hate, throw the shade. I'm still going to get healthy with or without your approval because god damn it, I'm worth it.
And that's a really good ground to start with, is to just remember that you were worth it. So
Yeah.
I recall, with being overweight, that I always struggled more because of being in that snowball effect of it.
Yeah.
You just get so used to, okay, well, I screwed up today. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have a sleeve of Oreos today, or and then you'd get into feeling upset about that or being depressed about that, and then you'd eat more, or not get up and not get the exercise because you're feeling like crap because you're so much, overweight. For me, I was so
Mhm.
overweight, it was hard for me. However, I still did get out and exercise. I did do a lot of stuff. I did a 5K at my heaviest.
Yeah.
So I'm still a pain in the ass when I get myself going and doing stuff. But it's really about getting your mindset too. Like that's a lot. That's a huge step, is getting your mindset straight and then working on your relationship with food. That was a huge thing for me too.
And
Was
educating yourself.
really keep it. With what?
Educating yourself with this. I mean,
Oh
that's the
yeah.
thing. There,
Yeah.
information is literally at the tip of our fingers. I mean, it was so funny. Candy and I were having a conversation the other day about, since she's been stuck in quarantine here and just absolutely miserable because she's been stuck with the likes of me. Yeah, she's over there going, "Oh my god, it's so
I believe it.
hard." But no, I said, "Hey, have you ever had dandelion tea?"
Yeah.
And that was a first for her. She'd never had dandelion tea. And please note to our listeners, if you're going to have dandelion tea, make sure there is no green in there or you will regret it because it tastes like hammered shit. So make sure you've got
That's the bitterness.
that's the bitter. I mean, that's the thing is, what? Maybe everybody's palate's different. But I like the pure yellow petal itself. So get that.
throw it into a coffee filter, wrap it up, throw it in some, a tea or whatever it is. Let that steep for about, I don't know, 20 minutes to a half an hour. Pour some honey in there, drink it. It is a beautiful, flavorful flower palette of dandelion and honey tea. And I know it probably sounds weird, but what is there an abundance of in almost everyone's yard? Now, the caveat that I have to add is make sure it's not a yard that's treated because no one wants to consume pesticides in their tea.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before the show because I live in a place where they have people come in and do lawn care. So for
Yeah.
me, that's a huge thing to kind of be worried about. And also, when I went to the park, I was doing the like looking for them, and I grabbed some from there, and then I got thinking about it, and I was like, that's probably not a good idea because they probably spray with pesticides there too, and I don't need any more of that crap. But if you have them out in your yard and you know that you're not spraying weed killer or whatever,
Yeah.
apparently these are some like powerful, powerful little plants or little flowers and stuff. There's all kinds of things that they help with.
When you work for the stuff you consume, I mean, literally, the whole entire dandelion, from the root all the way to the flower, you can consume, and there's incredible health things associated with this to where the benefits far outweigh the fact that everyone refers to it as a weed. I mean, you start consuming dandelion, and you're going to be supercharged with this stuff. It's like literally God's little nod of, hey, I'm going to fill your yard for this because obviously you need it in your body. Here you go. Go out and pick this stuff so that way it's not spreading. And if it does, guess what? You got tea for tomorrow. Yay.
Right.
And you can
Yeah.
make wine out of it and jellies and honey. It's incredible. Seriously.
And I never thought growing up, only to me, like I was like, ooh, those are gonna turn into those things that I can make wishes on.
Right. Exactly. Everybody knows that.
Right. But and also the whole fact of I don't know when this happened, but all of a sudden like yellow is a color that I'm just like in love with.
Right.
Like, ooh, yellow. Oh, it's nuts because I've always liked like darker colors and
Right.
now that's another thing that's changed with me is I like the brighter colors. I mean, yeah, I have black on right now, but for the most part, I am enjoying like trying on different like brighter colors and different things. So when I see that, I'm just like, ooh, that yellow makes me happy. But now I hear all the amazing benefits and different things, and you can find it all over. People are posting about it on Facebook. It's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
check out
incredible.
your sources, do your research on everything because it might be something that might not be good for you. Because we're all so different.
Well, and that's the thing. Nobody ever gets to the end of the life and go, well, shit, I wish I wouldn't have, consumed all that healthy shit. No,
Right.
because you can live 120 years and be as fit as a fiddle. Or you can live 25 years and have the shittiest fucking health ever and go, God, this is too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
You have to literally be the master of your own universe. Do the due diligence, educate yourself. There is no such thing as too much education when it comes to knowing what your body is doing and how the sustenance that you are taking in and letting your body naturally do the things that it's supposed to do. Come on. Really?
Interesting. It's very interesting. All of these different things, that you can consume and try, and it all is like immune boosting and all that different stuff.
Right.
It's cool. I never thought that I would be interested in stuff like that, but I really am.
Well,
And I
and I
got-
think it's times like these where it makes us take that hard look in the mirror to go, all right, what am I doing to make sure I come out the other side of this
Right.
better? Not just, all right, I rode this bitch out like, a 5-second or 8-second bull or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
No, I come out the other side of this a lot more knowledgeable about the things that I needed to educate myself with because, yeah, if I'm being honest with myself, I had some pretty shitty habits that I no longer do.
It's hard. It's hard to get to that place and to call yourself out on your own bullshit.
It is. And I mean, that's the thing is to transition a little bit, if you don't mind. I got the opportunity to finally experience uh, some great stuff again because I was called on to do. I call it some session work, but it was session work, but it wasn't because I was able to actually play with the band again, which was amazing. I got to go through and play bass for the Colwood Praise and Worship team, which I so have been missing out all year since uh, the winter season hit because of the scheduling conflicts that I've had with doing the other podcasts that I've been involved with and doing pre-production. But I finally got to play with them again. And it was really cool because obviously with all the stuff that we have going on right now, we're still practicing social distancing. But it was great to sit and play with these guys 6 feet away and yet fall back into that groove. And we've always been tight playing with each other on stage and doing praise and worship. But it's so much cooler now because we haven't seen each other in a minute due to the
Right.
social distancing, and then you stay home and stay in quarantine. So it was great because we were all kind of standing around in a circle, appropriately spaced from each other, and going, "Man, this is great. I love this stuff." So I don't know if you guys follow Colwood, but on Sunday mornings they go live, they share the word, and they do some incredible music. Seriously, I don't know anybody that doesn't enjoy good music, and if they do, they probably need to be institutionalized because I don't trust people that don't love music. Speaking of
Right.
music, I have to, before we end the show, I have to get a shout out to my brother Eric Van Landingham. I think that's how it is.
Yeah.
I butcher his name all the time. Sorry, Eric. Please don't send me to the guillotine. But he just dropped a new song called Sick. I shared it on YouTube, or shared it on Facebook from YouTube. Sorry. Go check that out. Love, love,
Yeah.
love, love his music. He's actually the bass player from Infamous Quick, and he's been in a shit ton of bands that I've known since the late 90s. But
Very cool.
he dropped a new single today, and it's such a great song. You know, it talks about and deals with a lot of the stuff that's actually going on right now. And some of it's political. If you're into that, cool. If you're not, that's cool. That's okay too. Go check it out. Support local musicians because I got to say, listening to the click track for 4 hours straight drove me insane and gave me flashbacks from college and doing session work. But God, it was so much fun getting out, practicing social distancing, but still being able to jam with my musical brothers in arms. It was so much fun. Thank you guys for that. I can't wait to do it again after all of this stuff's over and we're on the other side of this. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely check out Eric. He's a very cool guy. He is one of the ones that helps put on the Tuscola Palooza. Him and Terry are at the forefronts for all of that. And with all that, with bringing that up, we haven't heard anything about that not going on yet. But with everything canceling, I wouldn't be surprised to hear that. But it hasn't been canceled yet, so please don't take that I said that it is. We support them and we love that. That festival is so fun. It was such a great time. But so many different things are coming up that are being canceled,
Yeah.
and we're getting used to that. But another one that kind of hit a little bit hard was Renfest.
Oh, God, I was crushed to hear
Michigan.
that was canceled.
Yeah, the Mid Michigan Renfest between Vassar and Frankenmuth has been canceled. They will be back next year in 2021
yeah.
for that. But so that was heartbreaking to hear that, but I kind of figured that was going to happen because they're also talking about a lot of the big shows that we're going to be going on for, the bigger bands, national acts and all that are going to be canceled because they're just not going to be able to open it up like that. But however, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to our lovely ladies, our friends, the Sugar Punk Fairies. Rob and Roxy did a live video the other night discussing breaking down their one song "Dating Down," which was really cool. She showed all the different instruments guitars that she has for Sugar Punk Fairies.
That's a great tune, by the way.
That video was so cool. The video was cool. If you get a chance to check out her live, like I could sit there and just listen to her talk about it like all day. It was like This is very fascinating, very cool.
The
I want to give
Big
a shout out
Muff.
to them. What's that?
The Big Muff.
The big, such a fun band. Those guys are so cool. I love that, and of course, my heart goes out to the Vault because they just started out
Yeah.
getting stuff together and with all this stuff going on. And it's really it's heartbreaking. So, giving some love to the Bills and the Vault and everything. And I know once they get that up and running again or opened up when we're able to, it's gonna rock. That place is so cool, you guys.
I was just
Such
talking to
a cool
Brad
venue.
about that. Brad from
Yeah.
Infamous Quick, the guitar player. And he said, yeah, we'd reached out to those guys and we want to play there. So I'm hoping on the other side of this stuff that Infamous Quick will be able to play at the Vault because I would definitely go see that show.
Oh yeah, the Vault is an awesome venue, and I know we talked about this before. And we talked with them about putting on Thrive to Survive Fest, and that was super
Hell
cool.
yeah.
I was ready for that, but I think that it's going to be one of the really one of those things where 2021 is going to be the year. So guys, get ready. Save your money for merch and everything or start supporting them now. Actually,
Yeah.
we're working on a couple different things to help with supporting our friends and stuff like that, and the music industry. We absolutely love and support, and all the ones that we've had on Don't Make This Weird just been incredible. And I miss that. I miss seeing our friends, our band friends, and our all the talented people that we've had on the show. Just awesome, just really awesome, and
That's the thing is
miss the staff.
it's so weird sitting in the studio here with all of these instruments. Where is it at? Over there. It's I'm trying to do this from behind me, but all the instruments over there, the bass, the guitars, all this stuff that we have, and it's so weird sitting in the studio by myself and going. And we've had some awesome people in the studio here. Where the fuck did those guys go? And it's like, oh yeah, wait a minute, never mind.
Yeah.
I miss all of the people that have been to the studio and done stuff here, live performances. Like we've had some of the coolest bands come in and basically give us a private little concert that we were able to actually share on the interwebs. But no, seriously, support local. If you can't support local, take care of you and your family, then support local. Because
Absolutely.
that's how they're putting bread on the table.
Yep.
That's just how it works.
In this crazy time, it's crazy time because we're at home. Adam and I have decided to start working on some of the stuff that we've been talking about doing for a while.
Absolutely.
With my bath products and his fishing lures and stuff. I'm excited to be able to do those things. But it's an awkward time to kind of start that venture. But it's like, why not? Let's just go forward and do it. Oh, another thing that I wanted to mention too before I forget. There's two cool things. We've been talking about the cancelizations, but I want to end on a happier note. So the Canterbury Village is doing drive-in movies, and you can catch that out on their Facebook. You can find the times you can go and purchase the tickets. It's $20 per car, which is really cool. It is the social distancing, and I think it is like 3 movies, which I'm kind of wondering how do you get through 3 movies without having to go pee? Because I don't know if that's going to be open or not to be able to use the
Right.
restroom with social distancing. So I'm kind of confused on that part of it. But yeah, they've got some movies going on, and it's $20 per car. You can order concessions, and then they can bring them to your car, which is cool. And there's only a certain amount of tickets that they can sell, and people are buying these tickets. They're
Nice.
really excited to be able to get out because who doesn't miss date night? Who
Right.
doesn't miss going to drive-in? And so there's that's happening. And then also Lionsgate Live, if anybody's not heard about that, last Friday they played Dirty Dancing, and you
Nice.
could watch that, and it was cool because they had Jamie Lee Curtis was on talking, which she wasn't on the movie, but she was on there supporting, and a lot of other actors were on. And the cool thing about it was like I heard about Lionsgate Live because Vassar Theater was advertising it, and
Awesome.
you can donate while you're watching. You can text the number that comes up on the screen, and you can donate to say Vassar Theater, or if our Carol, I don't know if Strand's doing it or not, or just in general, you can make a donation, and it doesn't have to be a lot. We did $5 each,
Actually,
and huh?
Caro this Friday is doing a movie popcorn deal uh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
to where
One
you can
second.
go through and buy the popcorn at the movie theater, and of course they're abiding by the whole social distancing thing. But
It's
who doesn't
it's
love movie
curbside.
popcorn?
Yeah, it's curbside pickup, and you can get a gift card for $20 and get a free popcorn. So then, when the movie theater opens back up, you can use that
Yeah,
gift card.
absolutely.
That's cool too. So you can get the popcorn. But the Lionsgate Live thing, and I hope they jump on board with it too, because that would be cool for Strand. You can donate and say like for Vassar or just in general, but all the money that they are collecting right now is going towards the movie theaters and the workers.
Yeah,
So that's awesome, so that they can continue to stay open. So that I thought that was pretty cool. You can text while you're watching the movie. Tomorrow night is La La Land, so you can follow Lionsgate on YouTube if you subscribe to them, and it will give you what movie's going to be live. And it's kind of cool because before the movie starts, it shows like a outdoor, like the drive-in theater kind of thing. You hear
yeah,
crickets and stuff
yeah.
while you're waiting, and you can chat with other people while you're getting ready to watch the movie. It was fun. We did that last Friday, so. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Doesn't it start at between 5 and 6? I think. I think I
You'll have to.
posted it on the Strange Friends
Yeah.
Media SFM page.
I, honestly, I don't remember. I remember seeing it, and I think that's probably where I saw it. But yeah, to
Fresh
go back
popcorn.
to what you were talking about, just a quick thing, a fun fact: Sir Isaac H. Newton actually invented calculus during the plague. So
Really?
if you're looking to be bored, go ahead, invent the next thing that we can use for figuring out rocket science stuff. Uh,
That'd be funny.
during this shit that we're doing right now. So, I mean, honestly, how bored do you have to be to invent calculus? What the fuck?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that's
Well, think about it. Back then, they didn't have internet. We didn't have all these ways to communicate with each other, which would have shooked. So we're pretty fortunate to have what we have right now. And I'm not going on that to tell you, to be grateful and have gratitude, but I know that since changing it up and having that in my life, it's been a huge difference. So,
well.
but with that being said, it is time. And
Aww.
I don't mean to cut it short, but I am really feeling it. I think my sugar's dipping again, which is very strange.
Well, that's not
But
okay.
that's not okay. I'm not cool with that. So I hate to cut it short with you guys because I enjoy being here with all of you. I enjoy Thursdays. I look forward to Thursdays and Sunday. Don't forget Sunday I will be back on with Survivor Girl.
Yeah.
Tony will probably be jumping back on playing some guitar again. That was awesome. I'm glad that you did that. That was Friday night.
I'll probably do that tomorrow night. I mean, that was kind of a cool thing. I got a lot of love in the chat from that. So if you guys want that, share the shit out of this so that way people know where to find us. So when we do go live, hit that notification bell. And here's the thing, not that this is an excuse, but because we're giving our brothers some love, we are re-aired every week on solidstateradio.net. Our boys Sean and Adam out there, go show them some love. They're on Facebook, they're on solidstateradio.net on the interwebs. So yeah, we're re-aired on there. So is Survivor Girl, so is Mitch's Fake Radio, so is This Is My Brain, who is going to do some cool stuff coming up here. Jeremy's been going through and popping some stuff off at the Man Cave, which you guys got to check out. That's over at HFTCTV. Type that into YouTube. You'll find that over there. And tune into all the other stuff that we're doing.
Oh, one more thing before we hang up.
What's that?
Because I'm seeing you still rolling on my screen here when I'm keeping up with chat. It's so weird.
You got it.
One more
What's
thing,
up?
too. Chris has posted and made a page called
Yes.
Support Local or American.
Hold on. I got to find it because that was one of the things I wanted to give a shout out to on. Damn it. What was it? Support.
Hold on.
Support local independent everything.
No, that's not it. But
Nope,
that's a
that's
good
not.
one too.
That's a good one too.
That is a good. Ew.
Yeah, it's in the messenger.
That's what I'm doing.
Support
Shop local, buy American.
Yeah, shop local, buy American. Go on Facebook, like that page. Seriously, shop local, buy American. We've got to get this stuff through. We got to support local. You need soap. Shout out to Stone Cottage Farms.
Yeah.
Seriously, make them work for it because their stuff is top shelf. And I'm not just saying that because we love them to pieces. I'm saying that because the product stands by itself.
Absolutely. So yeah, go check that page out. Hey, the unknown artist just popped in on YouTube. Hey,
What?
how's it going? Shout out to him. You can catch him on Twitch.
Yes,
On
and
YouTube,
Racer
Racer
X, and who's the other person that was actually on tonight? Oh, damn it! Who was the other one? Damn it, I can't remember.
Our brains are old.
Yes. Anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell with the all feature, so that way you don't miss a single episode of Shenanigans and Fuckery. And with that being said, little buddy,
Don't hit yourself in the eye with a hanger.
see you fuckers next week.